What if Naruto was the reincarnation of all Otsutsukis? Warning, this will be a series that I make for fun, so this is not to be taken too seriously. Please take this with a grain of salt. It all started when the Otsutsuki elders had a council meeting to discuss their war plans. It was a complete chaos. Everybody was arguing, screaming. I think one guy even pissed his pants. However, Ishiki, the leader of the Otsutsuki clan, stood up and yelled, "Silence! I have a plan. We will combine our power to make one ultimate being, similar to the Jubi, the tailed beasts we use to conquer planets, as Plan B when something goes wrong in the process. However, this being will not be a tailed beast. It will be an Otsutsuki like us. It will be an incarnation of our power and might." However, the others didn't like that idea at all. So Ishiki had an idea. He, 1,000 years ago, he sent his wife away on a planet called Earth, but she never returned. And he remembered that he always wanted to have a child with Kaguya, but was never able to. And then he got an idea. So then, he was going to use the Otsutsuki's power by killing Otsutsukis and using that power and that chakra to make a new Otsutsuki, an ultimate Otsutsuki that will be kind of like his own son. And he will send it to Earth. However, by the way, he was going to send it to Earth to retrieve Kaguya. However, this didn't go as planned, as after killing a bunch of Otsutsukis, he realized that it would be very difficult to manifest a real new being from scratch just with people's chakra. However, he knew that it was necessary to kill all Otsutsukis for this, as they were actually kind of dying out because of their long lifetimes. They don't give birth as much, so there were only about 100 on the entire planet at that time. Sorry, I'm gonna say 500 Otsutsuki. And he used an ancient ritual that, after using an ancient technique called universal devastation, which is similar to planetary devastation, just that after having sealed something, and also the capability of sealing is much greater, but once after having sealed something, it can seal that thing into something else, like a new baby. So, after killing almost all of the Otsutsukis, except for himself, he then had another brilliant idea. Not only was he going to put his own chakra into the baby, but he was also going to put in the chakra of Kaguya's human children, because he noticed that it was on Earth, roaming around freely, looking for another reincarnate. So he used that chakra and funneled it into New Baby. And whilst he was at it, he also used some of Kaguya's chakra. So, Naruto will have all chakra from every Otsutsuki that was alive at that time. Now, on Earth, after Ishiki had done his sorcery, if you might call it that, all the chakra was funneled to Naruto. A baby that was just being born, which was now the reincarnation of all Otsutsukis, including Ashura and Indra and Hagoromo and Hamura. It had so much potential, and you might say that it would kill the baby, but I'm just gonna say that because of all of those Otsutsuki chakra and souls, I'm gonna say that Naruto is similar to an avatar, where he can interact with the minds and souls of the previous Otsutsukis, and he can ask for their wisdom and also use their abilities. And he won't die because he has immense regeneration. Naruto's born. The Nine-Tails attack goes as normal, however, then Black Zetsu notices that this child is different. Not only does he not sense Kaguya's chakra anymore. Actually, no, he still senses Kaguya's chakra. But he also senses a bit of it in Naruto. As Ishiki wasn't able to funnel all of Kaguya's chakra into Naruto because the seal was blocking her chakra from the outside world, so it couldn't be funneled. However, he was able to gather some of it. And also because he was a long distance away from Earth. But he was able to funnel some of it. So Black Zetsu, overwhelmed with seeing so much Otsutsuki chakra in Naruto, stopped the Nine-Tails from killing Minato and Kushina, and so the Nine-Tails was sealed by Black Zetsu himself. He used the Reaper Death Seal, but he did this knowing that it wouldn't kill him, because he is technically not living. So after having used the Reaper Death Seal to seal all of the Nine-Tails chakra into Naruto, Black Zetsu then took his leave. In the first part, there was a war meeting with the Otsutsuki elders to discuss their war plans. However, Ishiki wasn't having it. He killed all of the Otsutsuki and used their power and chakra and funneled it into a single person. And that person was a human on Earth. Now it is to be mentioned that he also funneled Indra and Ashura's chakra, which was searching for a new reincarnation, as I'm just gonna say Naruto and Sasuke weren't born yet. And also Hagoromo and Hamura's chakra, because why the hell not? Naruto's already super OP, so why not make him more OP? So also, as I said in my last video, he will be able to talk to the Otsutsukis in his mindscape, and will have all of their wisdom. So yeah, even more OP. Let's get it. Anyways, now we cut to Naruto's actual birth. So now the backstory's done. Let's actually get to his birth. Now, as I explained in the last part, because Black Zetsu felt Otsutsuki chakra in Naruto, he stops Kurama from... Sorry about that. He stops Kurama from killing Minato and Kushina, and so Kurama is sealed inside of Naruto by Black Zetsu himself. And then Black Zetsu takes his leave. And of course Obito went away before that, because he lost control of Kurama. So we cut forward about 4 years. And already at this age, well, Naruto isn't crazy strong. He is mediocre for his age. He already knows how to tree walk. And with a little practice, he was actually even able to learn how to water walk, which for his age is quite impressive. His taijutsu is not bad, but the best jutsu he can make at this point is just a regular clone jutsu. But he is only 4, so that's alright. However, then, on a day where Naruto was training alone, pushing himself to his absolute limits, he fell down because, you see, he was actually training upside down on a tree. So, what happened then? Well, Naruto fell on the ground and bumped his head. Now, when he bumped his head, he woke up in his mindscape. Of course, he saw a sewer with Kurama in it and all that stuff, but for some reason, when he looked behind him, there were a few people standing there. There were 2 people that looked like his parents' age. Then there were 2 really old people that looked like Hiruzen's age. And then there were 2 more people. 1 woman and 1 man. They were very pale. They kind of looked like the Hyuga clan, Naruto thought. But what's that fox? Hey, you! Fluffy thing. What? Are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Who are you? What's your name? What's my name? And also, I'm not a fluffy thing. My name's Kurama. Nice to meet you, Kurama. My name's Naruto. Naruto Namikaze. And I'm the son of the 4th Hokage. Because, as I said, Kushina and Minato are still alive. And then Naruto turned around. And he saw the 6 Otsutsukis standing behind him, but he wasn't sure who they were. So, who are you guys? Oh. Well, we are the Otsutsuki clan. And we are, well, I am the leader of the Otsutsuki clan. You could kind of compare me to a Hokage of my planet, if you want. We are a clan that's not from this earth. Our home planet is in a different place. And, well, you actually might know some of us. For example, that over there. He is Hagoromo, the sage of the six paths. Wait, the sage of six paths? But isn't that guy like super strong? Well, yes, I guess he is super strong. But you will be stronger. Me? But why me? And how are you guys even talking to me? How are you here? I thought you guys lived long ago. Oh, well, not all of us did. However, it's a little complicated, so I'll start from the beginning. We, the Otsutsuki clan, live on a different planet, and we were discussing some plans. However, I then used the opportunity to create something. I used an ancient ritual to funnel all of the Otsutsukis into one human. Wait, so does that mean they're living inside of me? Oh, well, it might be much for you as a child, but I actually killed all of them. What's living inside of you is their chakra, their soul. They're really not alive anymore. However, you can still talk to them at any time and use their abilities. Okay, so why me, and why on this planet? Why are you what? This doesn't make any sense. This makes even less sense when Mom tries to teach me something. Mothers can be tough sometimes, can't they? Hagoromo says. Shut up, Hagoromo, Kaguya snapped. Whoa, there's no need for that. Yoshiki calmed them down. So anyways, I funneled our chakra and souls into a human because, well, there was a lot of Otsutsuki activity on this planet. Wait, oh, so what you're saying is because the Sage of Six Paths lived here? Well, kind of. You see, Kaguya, my wife, went to this planet to place a god tree here and make chakra out of it. Make chakra? But how can you do that? We're all born with it. You don't make it. Oh, well. Humans at the beginning weren't born with chakra. They didn't have it at all. However, us Otsutsukis use planets like these to put a god tree down, and that god tree uses the planet's life energy and turns it into chakra. However, when Kaguya ate that fruit and bore two children, which were Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, and Hamura, they then passed that chakra down through generations, spreading it to humans. And in the process, Kaguya was sealed inside of the moon as you know it now. Because Hagoromo and Hamura saw what Kaguya did with the planet, and so they wanted to stop her because she put all the humans under genjutsu because they were waging war. And she wasn't a fan of that. She didn't like that. War? But that's not... What? A great ninja war? Remember, ninjas didn't exist at that time. It was long before chakra, so shinobi weren't invented yet. Oh, so that doesn't count as a Great Shinobi War? No, it's a little different. So anyways, Indra and Ashura's chakra, which were Hagoromo's children, and my grandchildren, kind of, well, my wife's grandchildren, but anyways, that's a little complicated for you now. But anyways, Indra and Ashura's chakra was roaming around freely, and I sensed them, so because they were looking for reincarnations, I put their chakra into you as well, because I thought that you could unite them once again. After a millennia of fighting, it might be good for them to spend some time together. And Indra and Ashura stared each other down. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I get it now. Really? Yeah. So you're like a big family, but you don't like each other. Well, if you want to say it like that, then I guess you're right. We're a big family, but we've had our issues, if you call it that. And well, I thought it might be good to be in one body as one reincarnation, the ultimate reincarnation. And you could be the judge of right or wrong, life or death, and ultimately the ruler of whatever you want. For you not only have our wisdom, but also our power. So can I also be super duper strong like the Sage of Six Paths? Oh. Well, if that's what you want, then of course you can. In reality, you will far surpass him. Really? Surpass him? But I thought he was like the strongest you can ever be. The strongest you can be, huh? Well, what if I told you that there were Otsutsukis which could destroy entire planets? Entire planets? But why would I want to do that? Well, it's not that you want to or don't. It's just that you can. Okay. And not only do you have us, you also have Kurama, a part of the Jubi, which was a little bit of a fusion of Kaguya and the God Tree. Wait, Kurama is... But 10 tails? I thought there were only 9-tailed beasts. Well, in truth, the 9-tailed beasts are each a fragment of the 10 tails, which was the original tailed beast. However, before Hagoromo died, he split the 10 tails in 10 parts, so that these tailed beasts would protect the world and protect the people from the revivation. Not just kidding. From the 10 tails arising again and causing horror. And when Ishiki says that, Kaguya looked down in sadness. Wait, but Kaguya, why did you do that? Well, I didn't want people to fight like they do now. Look how much death there is. People don't need to suffer. If I were the ruler, I could control people so that they would stop fighting, and it would just be peace and a world of love. I guess that sounds right. I want that too. Well, Naruto, if that's what you want, then that's what you'll achieve. Naruto, you will wake soon and go back to your real body. However, before that, you should fist bump me. Fist bump you? What, is it 'cause you're so fluffy, Kurama? No, it's not that. It's because, it's because you'll get stronger faster. And I can help you in case you get a bruise. You did fall down from a high tree, Ishiki adds. I guess I did. I should be more careful next time. Well, it wasn't all too bad. I got to meet you guys, though. That is true, I guess. Kurama and Naruto fist bumps, and then in the same moment, the seal opens. Don't worry, Kurama won't go wild because, with 6 Otsutsuki standing in front of the gate, what will he do? He is scared at this point. And initially, Kurama was a little bit angry at Indra because Indra's reincarnations have used Kurama and tailed beasts in general as weapons over the years, especially Madara, Indra's last reincarnation before Naruto. And Kurama hated being treated as a weapon, and he wanted his fellow tailed beasts, even if he didn't like all of them. They were still family to him, and they were all like siblings, so he was gonna protect them. And he never liked when he had to fight them, especially not on his own will and terms. But anyways, we cut back to Naruto, who now woke up. And he's feeling really refreshed. And feels some power surging through him. Of course, this is Kurama's power. And this is only a teeny weeny bit. Like, less than 1,000th of Kurama's power, but for 4-year-old Naruto, this still feels pretty damn good. And after that, of course, like we know him, the legend Ichiraku Ramen shop. Naruto gets some ramen there. Because, as we all know, Ichiraku Ramen guy is the strongest person in the entire Naruto series. Even stronger than Ishiki. He's just hiding his true presence. Last time, Naruto met the 6 Otsutsuki that we all know and love: Ishiki, Kaguya, Hagoromo, Hamura, and Indra and Ashura. And Naruto also met Kurama, and this was all at the age of 4. And Naruto bro-fisted Kurama, giving him extra chakra. So he's already becoming OP. Yep. Anyways, now we do a major time skip of another 4 years. So Naruto is 8 now, about to enter the academy for the first time ever. He joined the academy, and also it's very important to note that Naruto now has a sister, a younger sister. Again, this will be Karui because that's the character that I usually make for Naruto's sibling. So, Karui, she's 4 years younger than Naruto. However, unlike my other series, in this series, Naruto and Karui are both loved equally, and Minato and Kushina don't have eyes just for one of their children, but they are a happy family and everybody loves each other. Yay. So, as I said, Naruto is joining the academy for the first time. And when he opens the door to his classroom, all the girls are just looking at him in awe. Naruto sits down beside Sasuke, as they have met a few times because Minato and Fugaku are friends, so Naruto and Sasuke have kind of bonded. However, even though they're good friends, they're not on the same level of power. Because when Itachi was teaching both of them a fireball jutsu of the Uchiha clan, the fire style fireball jutsu, Naruto learned it after 2 tries, but it took Sasuke more than a day. So Naruto is progressing even faster than Itachi and Shisui were when they were children. However, whilst Minato and Kushina do know that he's pretty strong for his age, they don't quite know his full extent of his power, and Naruto also didn't tell them about his meet with Kurama and the Otsutsuki. So then Iruka comes into the classroom and tells everybody that they're going to spar for the day. So the teachers can see how strong everybody is, because as I said, it is the first day, so the teachers don't know their students very well yet. First match is Naruto versus Kiba. Now, the girls are all cheering for Naruto, and so is Sasuke, because no Uchiha massacre, at least not yet. Don't worry, it won't be happening. Unless a plot twist that I don't see yet. But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. So Sasuke is still happy, no emo. So everybody's cheering on Naruto, but Kiba, knowing that Naruto is the son of the Hokage, wants to beat him to prove his power. But let's be honest, we all know Kiba has nothing on Naruto, and Naruto has actually trained a few times with the Otsutsukis and Kurama because they gave him chakra, so he didn't waste or overuse his chakra whilst training with them, because their training is very intense. Because even their young children, the Otsutsukis, train hard. Well, not really, but kind of. It depends. And Naruto has unlocked his Byakugan. He's able to turn it on and off, but he has unlocked it. And he's also on the verge of unlocking his One-Tomoe Sharingan. But because his life has been pretty good so far, he hasn't had that emotional push yet that really unlocks the Sharingan for a normally person. But with Kaguya and Ishiki, Naruto trained with a Byakugan, using some of Kurama's chakra, so he can train for long amounts of time at a time without breaks, because his chakra basically never runs out. So back to the fight, where Kiba is trying to blitz Naruto, and he's not too bad, but Naruto absolutely destroys him. With 2 quick combo attacks, Kiba's on the ground. Naruto is declared the winner of the match, winning him the first match of the class and of of his career as a shinobi. So Naruto's pretty happy. And after that, the first day of the academy is celebrated with, of course, who would have guessed, some ramen. But he also, whilst he goes to sleep, he goes to his mindscape, as he learned to go there when he tries to. So he can do it on purpose. He's not just teleported there at random times. Well, not teleported, but you know what I mean. So Naruto then talks to the Otsutsukis and Kurama, and then Kaguya, has an idea. She will use Kurama's bloodlust as an emotional push, and use that anger to unlock Naruto's Sharingan. However, this doesn't seem to be possible, because when Kurama tries, all that happens is Naruto gets extra chakra. Because for the past 8 years now, Kurama hasn't really been that angry anymore, because he has talked to the Otsutskis, he's become friends with Naruto, and his life took a turn for the better, so his bloodlust kind of died down. However, then Hagoromo gets an idea. How about a genjutsu? A genjutsu? But what will that do? Well, how I unlock my Sharingan is by temporarily killing my brother. Oh, I see. So, you want to put me under genjutsu? But, wait, so do you mean? But before Naruto can finish his sentence, he was already put under a genjutsu. And in that genjutsu, he kills his little sister. Now don't worry, this was only a genjutsu. She's still alive and well. However, Naruto loves his sister. Not in a weird way. He just loves his sister and wants to protect her no matter what. So, and his genjutsu is kind of like Kakashi, where he's trying to protect her, but then she kind of goes in front of one of Naruto's attacks and dies. But it's technically by Naruto's hand, so he technically killed her. However, as I said, because Naruto loves her so much, instead of just getting a 1 Tomoe Sharingan, Naruto gets a 3 Tomoe in one eye and a 2 Tomoe in the other. Which is insane if you think about it, because for the first time that I've seen, at least, somebody, instead of unlocking their Sharingan, they almost got a fully matured Sharingan at their first try. And then once Naruto gets out of the genjutsu, they tell him that everything's fine and his sister is fine. So his eyes then go to a 1 Tomoe, because his moment of rage had him go extra far and beyond, so he won't be able to unlock that power again for a while, but the Sharingan is unlocked now. Now, they train Naruto on his 1 Tomoe Sharingan, and at this point, he's somewhat good at copying jutsus and predicting people's movements, and is now trying to use, or at least, use the 2 Tomoes of the Sharingan, which took a little more effort, but again, he was able to use it. However, the three Tomoe they'll have to save for another day, because for now, that's all Naruto can do, which is still pretty good, because he unlocked and mastered two Tomoe of the Sharingan in a single day. Yeah, that's pretty insane if you ask me. Anyways, after unlocking the Sharingan for the first time, Naruto is very proud of himself. And so are his Otsutsuki, well, friends, family. He considers them friends. Well, not really, actually. That was a lie. He considers them like his second family. His Kurama is like his best friend. And his sister, as I said, is the one person that he wants to protect more than anything. Oh, and also, Sasuke is also his friend. And, well, Kurama kinda gets jealous because he wants to be Naruto's best friend and only friend. So he's jealous that Naruto has another friend. But he'll have to deal with it. Anyways, I will now do another 4-year time skip. Oh yeah. Everybody's now 12 and they're doing the exams. The Genin exams. So they can finally graduate the academy and become real Genin. Now, everyone does their thing, and then it's Naruto's turn to do first the clone jutsu, which he does very well. He actually does 5 clone jutsus. Well, he makes 5 clones. So now there's 6 Narutos. And then he's told he can disband the clones, but now he should do a transformation jutsu. However, Naruto wants to show off. So instead of disbanding the clones, he thinks to himself, well, there's 6 of me and there's 6 of the Otsutsuki, so... But before he can finish his thought, he just does it. He transforms into the 6 Otsutsukis, Ishiki, Kaguya, Hagoromo, Habara, Indra, and Ashura. Now, nobody actually recognizes these people because they're long forgotten in history, but, well, there's still 6 people, which Naruto was able to transform to, 6 different people at the same time with shadow clones, which is very impressive, especially for such a young kid. Naruto passes, and as I said, Iruka is very surprised. Even for the Hokage's child, that is impressive. Now, Naruto gets put into Team 7. However, here's where I'll need your help. It's gonna be Sasuke and Naruto, but then, who's the third person? It's gonna be a Kunoichi, and she is gonna be the ship. Now, who'll be the ship? Now, I also asked you guys who should be the third person in Team 7, because it'll be Naruto, Sasuke, and somebody else. However, Naruto and Hinata and Ino were pretty much tied. So, I decided to go with a wild card, which I've also seen some comments about, and that is Sasuke's sister. Now, she will be Tsuki. She's Sasuke's twin sister, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now. So, after celebrating Naruto becoming Genin, The three newly Genin now go to Training Ground 7 to meet. Well, actually, they go to the academy first, and they're gonna meet their Jonin leader for the first time, and they're told that it's Kakashi Sensei. Of course, Naruto already knows Kakashi as kind of a big bro, kind of a big brother, because, of course, Kakashi is the student of Minato, so Naruto and Kakashi had a lot of interaction with each other. And as I said, Naruto looks up to Kakashi like he was his older brother. Of course, Naruto now knows that Kakashi's gonna be late, so he just goes outside and rests and trains a little bit. Then when Kakashi comes into the classroom about 2 hours late, he only sees 2 students. When he asks where his third student is, Sasuke says Naruto's outside because he knew that you'd be late. Wait, Naruto's on this team? Because Minato didn't tell Kakashi who was on his team, because he wanted it to be a surprise. This is gonna be annoying, Kakashi muttered. Well, you're the one that was late, Tsuki said. Well, I was lost in the path of life. Yeah. Anyways, what are we gonna do now? Meet me on the roof, Kakashi responded. However, Naruto was already up there, so when Kakashi got there, he wasn't first. Of course, Naruto knew that Team 7 was gonna go there, so he went there early. Kakashi and Naruto just look at each other, not saying a word, waiting for the other two Genin to arrive. Once they arrive, Kakashi asks for everyone's, their likes, dislikes, goals, whatever they want to talk about, just an introduction. Tsuki starts. She says, well, I like hanging out with Naruto and my brother. My goal is to be as strong as Itachi, my older brother. And my dream, well, but she doesn't finish her sentence. Yes, she has a crush on Naruto. And Sasuke says, I also like hanging out with Naruto and my sister. My goal is to surpass Naruto in strength, because of course Naruto and Sasuke did have that rivalry for strength, but Naruto was always a step ahead. And my goal, is to make the Uchiha clan proud. Then Naruto says, I like Sasuke and Tsuki. I like my family. And when he said that, he wasn't only thinking of Minato, Kushina, and his sister. He was also thinking of the Otsutsukis and Kurama, because they've become kind of like Naruto's second family. I don't dislike a lot of things, and my goal is to make everyone around me happy and to protect the ones I love. And at the last sentence, Tsuki started blushing. Okay, then. We'll have a test tomorrow, so you can officially become Genin and join Team 7. Don't eat breakfast tomorrow, or else you'll vomit. See you at Training Ground 7. And with that, Kakashi was gone. Now, of course, Naruto knew, first of all, this was the bell test, and not only that, but also he was gonna eat because he'll need his strength. Because Naruto has done the bell test with Minato before, and even Kakashi, just as some training. And with Minato, it was always super hard because Naruto could barely catch him, as Minato just moved so fast he didn't even need to dodge or block Naruto's attacks because Naruto could barely hit him. Then we cut to the next day. This time, only Tsuki came, because Sasuke now learned that Kakashi will always be late. So Tsuki's just there, and after about half an hour of waiting, she falls asleep. Then, Naruto, sensing that she's sleeping alone, he just goes to the ground, to Training Ground 7, and he sits down beside her, letting her, well, kind of rest on Naruto's shoulder. Because, well, why the hell not? Yes, the ship will be developing rather fast, alright? Anyways, Sasuke then arrives, and he sees, well, Tsuki sleeping beside Naruto, and he's a little bit confused, but he doesn't care, because, I mean, the three of them have been friends for a long time, so he doesn't think much of it. Then Kakashi arrives, and they wake Tsuki up, so they can start the test and become officially Team 7. Now, they actually prepared without Kakashi knowing, because right after Kakashi left, Naruto told the two Uchihas that teamwork was the key to winning, and that getting the belts is not their objective, although it would be nice. So, they all attack from different sides and angles. Tsuki starts throwing kunais, Sasuke does a fireball jutsu, and Naruto prepares for a big attack. Naruto activates his Byakugan but puts a genjutsu on it because he hasn't told anyone that he has the Sharingan or Byakugan, so nobody knows. And also, by now, Naruto has mastered the 3 Tomoe Sharingan, just so you guys know. And he's even learned to use the Sharingan in one eye and the Byakugan in the other, but for now, for this, he wants to use the Byakugan both because it'll make his life a little easier. And with a little bit of preparation, he prepares a trigram 64 palms and hits almost every chakra point in Kakashi's body. Because with his Sharingan, whilst watching some other clans like the Hyuga spar with each other, he was able to copy their taijutsu style and techniques. Because why the hell not? Yes. Anyways, so after Kakashi is now basically paralyzed because he can't do much now without being able to use chakra, so they easily take his bells, and Naruto gives it one to Sasuke and the other to Tsuki, but also because they use teamwork, they pass anyways. They all celebrate, and now it's time for the first missions. Now, who'd have guessed? Of course, Naruto makes 100 shadow clones and lets them do the D-rank missions, because he is not gonna use his time doing those kinds of missions. He thinks they're a waste of time, which, I mean, he's not really that wrong. Anyways, with all of those shadow clones, he's able to do about 150 D-rank missions in a single day. Because he can have the shadow clones work basically 24/7 because of his massive chakra reserves. He can even have shadow clones do their thing whilst Naruto is in his mindscape. Yeah, pretty OP, I know. But what are you gonna do about it? Sorry about that. Anyways. However, then the team kind of got fed up with the easy missions, especially because even when Naruto was alone, he could have his shadow clones do them without him breaking a sweat, so it was no challenge at all. Then they asked for a harder mission. Minato said okay, because again, he's still the Hokage that's alive, so Hiruzen still retired, as he should have. Now, they obviously get the Land of Waves mission to protect Hazuna, the bridge builder. Now, they go out on their mission, but on the way, there is a mysterious puddle, and Naruto knows, of course, that that's a genjutsu. He can sense that there's people inside of the two, in fact, and they have evil intent. By the way, he's doing this with Kurama's sensing ability. So, he just throws two kunai at the water, and the two demon brothers are barely able to dodge because they didn't expect a mere genin to randomly throw kunai at them. Then, Naruto activates his Sharingan, of course still having a genjutsu on it, and quickly blitzes them, kills one, and knocks the other one out. After waiting for about 5 minutes, the demon brother wakes up, but refuses to tell them why the two tried to kill Tazuna. However, Naruto uses a genjutsu of his Sharingan and puts the demon brother under a Tsukuyomi so that he would be tortured until he tells them what happened and why they were doing this. Of course, then he would reveal that there's Gato, who is terrorizing the mist. The village hidden in the mist. And wait, not the village hidden in the mist, but the Tazna's village. So Naruto then kills that demon brother because, well, he's of no use no more. And honestly, Naruto tortured him so much, at that point, the demon brother's happy that he died. Because he couldn't take any more. So, when they get really close to Tazana's village, Naruto shouts, "Duck!" as everyone ducks, and Sasuke had to basically tackle Tazana because Tazana was under shock. When a large blade starts, well, flying up to Naruto, and right before it was gonna hit him, Naruto caught the blade. After catching the blade, Naruto said, "Zabuza Momochi, one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist, huh? Who are you?" Zabuza demanded. "Naruto Namikaze, son of the 4th Hokage," Naruto responded. "Son of the 4th? Damn you, I'll kill you anyways." Then Naruto stood still, and Zabuza started running up to Naruto. However, right before Naruto was suddenly right above Zabuza and pushed Rasengan onto Zabuza's back. As he learned the Rasengan from Minato himself. Because Karugi is still too young. And Minato was planning on teaching Naruto the Rasengan once he's a Genin or a Chunin, because it is quite a difficult jutsu, but Naruto insisted and he learned it quick anyways. Of course, this was because of his dojutsu, but Minato didn't know this. But yeah, so Naruto, after using the Rasengan, now has a bloody Zabuza in front of him. And when Haku throws Senbon at Zabuza, Naruto just picks up Zabuza's blade and blocks all the Senbon because, again, with his Kurama sensing ability, he was able to sense that Haku was on Zabuza's side and also was trying to kill Tazuna, the bridge builder. However, Naruto, knowing this, kills both of them. Yep, he kills them. Then they both head, Team 7 and Tazuna head to Tazuna's home, where they meet his daughter and his grandson. And very quickly, Naruto notices that Tazuna's grandson is very depressed and doesn't believe in heroes and thinks that heroes are pretty much a myth and don't really exist because whenever they do, they get killed. However, Naruto makes it his mission to prove him wrong. And so, on the final day, when they're about to finish the bridge, but they struggle to call it a good name. Suddenly, when they look behind them, they see Gato with about 50 of his henchmen. However, before Gato could even say something, Naruto quickly takes all of them out with a ginormous fireball phoenix flower jutsu, including Gato, and now they're all dead. Yep, Naruto's kill count after the 4th episode is already over 50. Oh yeah. So in the last part, Naruto joined Team 7, did the bell test, and did his first C-ranked mission after a bunch of D ranks, which he and his clones did. On the C-ranked mission, he was tasked to protect Tazuna from the 2 demon brothers, Zabuza and Haku, and Gato and his men. He killed all of those people all on his own, and that's why the bridge was called the Great Naruto Bridge. But then, Team 7 returned to Konoha. The 3 Genin, so Team 7 without Kakashi, they're walking around the village because it's still the same day as when they came back from their mission, and that's when they hear a male voice yell, "And next time, don't run into me again." They see a kid about their age, or actually, he's a little older, with what Naruto thinks is makeup on. But when he looks at the other kid that's standing in front of him, he sees Konohamaru, who was being grabbed by his shirt from the other boy, which of course we know as Kankuro. Naruto walks over there and asks, "What are you doing?" "Teaching this kid a lesson. What do you think I'm doing?" "Well, I'd like you to stop." "Oh yeah? And what are you gonna do about it?" But Naruto got really annoyed, and with one punch to Kankuro's stomach, Kankuro was almost knocked unconscious. He was on the ground. "What?" Tamari threw a gust of wind at Naruto, but he blocked it and actually basically threw that wind to the tree next to him, where as he did, another boy jumped out of the tree. "I will kill you." Tsuki and Sasuke start running over there as they see that a fight is about to break out. However, before anything gets worse, Kakashi arrives to calm everyone down, and he tells Naruto to come with him. And with that, Kakashi and Naruto are suddenly out of sight. So then Sasuke and Tsuki take Konohamaru and leave. Kankuro he's hurt. Gaara is crazy as ever. And Tamari is sad because both of her brothers are now, they're now going crazy. Anyways, Team 7 is now supposed to meet up with Kakashi because Kakashi, knowing his Genin team's power and strength, recommended them for the Chunin exams. So he told them about it. And if you're wondering why he did this, well, if you think about it, 2 Sharingan users plus a Hokage's child who single-handedly took down one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist with ease. Yeah, he does not deserve to be Genin. He should be a Jonin at least, is what Kakashi's thinking. Because he knows that defeating Zabuza would be hard even for himself. So you'll need to sign this to enter the exam, as Kakashi hands them a flyer. That's all it takes? Yeah, that's all it takes. And with that, the 3 Genin signed to now join the Chunin exams. However, as they did, Suki walked over to Naruto and whispered into his ear, "Come meet me at my house tonight, but in secret, please." Okay, Naruto responded. After some time, it's now nighttime. Well, rather late evening. So, without telling his family, Naruto walks over to the Uchiha compound and Totsuki's house. Well, really, it's Sasuke, Fugaku's, Mikoto's, Itachi's, and Tsuki's house, but whatever, I'll just call it Tsuki's house. So, he knocks on the door, and Fugaku opens. "Oh, hello, Naruto. I wasn't expecting you here." "Oh, hi, Fugaku. I'm here to see Tsuki." "Oh, that's okay. She is upstairs. Just go upstairs. You'll see her there." "Okay. Bye." Naruto goes upstairs into a room, as of course he knows where it is, because he has been there a lot, not only because Minato and Fugaku are friends, but also because Sasuke, Naruto, and Tsuki are very good friends. Best friends, to be exact. Well, I mean, except for Tsuki and Sasuke, of course, they're siblings, but whatever. And as he enters Tsuki's room, he sees her sitting on her bed, wondering about something. "Hello, Tsuki. I'm here. So what did you want to see me about?" "Naruto, I have something to tell you." "Oh, well, okay. I actually have something to tell you as well." "Oh, really? Well, Naruto, I, I love you." But Naruto, before he could even react, he suddenly sees them surrounded by 10 Jonin, as Naruto and Tsuki are now standing back to back. And when Naruto looks over to Tsuki's window, which was next to her bed, he sees it shattered as the 10 Jonin jump through the window. When Naruto looks up at the Jonin to look at their headband, he sees a hidden cloud symbol, as the Raikage, after having wanted Hinata for her pure Byakugan eyes, but failing, well, rather his Jonin failed, he thought, well, if I want the Byakugan, then I should also get the Sharingan. For the Sharingan's potential is unrivaled by any dojutsu, and that should be the property of the Lightning Village. the village hidden in the clouds. But when the Jonin look at Naruto, they don't see a normal kid. All they see is a smirk. But when they look into his eyes, they see a three-tomoe Sharingan and a Byakugan? What is this monster? He has both? I will kill both of you. Sorry, all of you. And then I will continue my conversation because you interrupted me. Who cares about that kid? This is no game. No game, huh? I'll show you a game. And with those words, Naruto quickly, as fast as the Hokage himself, Minato Namikaze, took out a poisonous kunai from his kunai pouch and slashed all 10 Jonin around him. With one nice slice, he was able to kill all of them in one swift motion. I love you too, Tsuki. You do? Yes. I love you more than anything, and I'll protect you for the rest of my life, Naruto says. And with those words, Tsuki runs up to Naruto and kisses him on the lips and hugs him at the same time. And with that, Naruto and Tsuki both slowly go downstairs as they don't know if there might be more Jonin. But they just see, Fugaku, Mikoto, Sasuke, and Itachi about to eat dinner. And Naruto just says, Fugaku? Yes, Naruto. We kind of have a problem. A problem? What do you mean? Well, you see, we're shinobi. Shinobi? Yeah, of the hidden cloud. But they're kind of dead. Dead? But why are they dead? I killed them, logically. What kind of question is that? Wait, you killed them? Yeah, they're kind of laying there in Suki's room. You might want to clean that up. Okay. See ya. And with that, Naruto disappeared. But Suki had a big smile on her face, as nobody knew why, but of course we do. However, although Naruto was standing in front of his home, before he could knock, he got an idea. Wait a minute. If they wanted the Sharingan, then won't they also want... Before he finished his sentence, again he disappeared from sight, and he was now standing in front of the Hyuga compound when he sees 2 Jonin, each carrying one Hinata, and the other one is carrying Hinabi. And behind them, he sees Hiyashi and some other Hyuga fighting off about 5 Jonin or so. I knew it. And with that, Naruto reactivates his 2 dojutsus, quickly taking out his kunai again, and slashes all of the Jonin that were present, and takes them out, again, in one swift motion. But before Hinata and Hanabi could fall to the ground, he quickly catches both of them so they wouldn't get hurt. Naruto? Hiyashi asked. It's fine. You're safe now. And with those words, Naruto was gone yet again. Hiyashi really got some flashbacks of Minato during their war times, when Minato would appear, kill all shinobi, and disappear just as quickly as he came. And Naruto basically just did the same thing. So, yeah, he basically sees a mini Minato inside of Naruto, which he's not wrong. Inside Naruto, we see the Otsutsuki and Kurama just sitting back and watching the show, as they're enjoying what they're seeing. Naruto is really letting loose for one of the first times in his life, as Zabuza was a little too easy for him. But now this really gave him an opportunity to show and prove to himself what he can do. Then Naruto knocked on the door of his own home and came inside after Kushina opened the door for him. And he saw Kushina and Kurui were cooking dinner, but Minato wasn't there. As whilst he was home, an Anbu informed him about the Jonin attacking the hidden village in the leaf. So Minato had to go back to his, Hokage position, I guess you could call it, and do his thing, which is not doing anything and letting Naruto handle all of it. Now, once Minato got home, Naruto actually didn't tell that he was the one that killed all the shinobi, and Fugaku and Hiyashi had an agreement not to tell anybody. Also with Naruto's, he asked them not to tell anybody, but they weren't going to tell anyone either way, because it was going to be embarrassing for two clan heads to get saved by a 12-year-old boy. So, yeah, that's not a good image for them, especially because they're of the two most prominent clans in the world, or at least in the Hidden Leaf Village. So in the last video, we saw Naruto and Suki, and Sasuke, apply for the Chunin exams. However, then, when Naruto visited Tsuki in the evening, because Tsuki asked him to confess her love, they were ambushed by a Jonin of the Hidden Cloud, as well as the Hyuga compound got raided by some shinobi, also of the Hidden Cloud. Naruto, as the legend that we know him, of course, helped everybody and defeated the shinobi that invaded. However, Minato is still unknowing about this, because Hiyashi and Fugaku, after Naruto told them to, decided to keep it a secret because they weren't planning on telling anyone. Either that a literal 12-year-old did what they couldn't have done. Anyways, we cut forward to the morning after the night that took place. And Naruto's getting out of bed. He eats breakfast with his family and tells Minato and Kushina goodbye. And then he goes into the village, where he was planning on just walking around to think about what happened yesterday, but he sees Tsuki there, walking alone as well. And so he goes over to her, and he doesn't know why, but she's blushing anytime he tries to talk to her. Suki, are you okay? You seem different. Well, Naruto, don't you remember what happened right before the shinobi came? Wait, before? And then Naruto remembers that both of them confessed their love yesterday. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Do you really? Yeah, I really do. Well then, let's go on a date. On a date? Why? 'Cause I want to. Okay then. Fine. Let's go. And so, they got some Ichiraku ramen, because we all know Ichiraku is a legend as well. So they got some ramen, had a nice time, and then Kakashi came to them and told them that Team 7 should meet up before the Chunin exams start. And so they did. Sasuke came along, as Tsuki told him about it. Guys, I've called you here to discuss what we're gonna do until the Chunin exams. What do you mean? Well, you should try to get as much training in as possible. I see, Sasuke said. But that's not going to be enough time for me to surpass Naruto. Enough time to surpass Naruto? You're never going to surpass Naruto, Tsuki says, smiling. Oh yeah? You're my sister. I thought you were supposed to back me up on this. Guess not. So, Sasuke, if you want, I can offer to train you. What do you mean? Well, you guys don't know this. Well, Naruto might, but I actually have the Sharingan as well. The Sharingan? But how? A friend gave it to me. That's all. Kakashi? Yes, Naruto? Whilst we're on the topic of Sharingans, I also have one. Wait, what? Nonsense, Naruto. You're a Namikaze and an Uzumaki. You can't have the Sharingan. Unless you got it from somebody else. Well... And then Naruto appears in his mindscape. Well, I kinda got it from you guys, but... It's also in my genetics, so... I don't know, what do I say? Naruto, we are a part of you, which means that you got it yourself. Oh, okay. Fine then, that's what I'll tell them. Yeah, it's in my genetics. I just have the Sharingan. Okay. Okay, but Kakashi, yes, Naruto? You can't tell anyone. Why not? And does Minato-sensei even know? No. Of course not. What do you mean, of course not? He's your dad. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it a secret. Okay, but when are you gonna tell them? I don't know. But Tsuki already knew. Wait, what, why her? And then they both blush. No reason at all. Wait, Naruto, does this have something to do with yesterday? I'm out. And then Naruto just disappears. Dang it. So, Tsuki, does he really have the Sharingan? Yep, I saw it with my own eyes. And then she thinks back to the moment, but she actually also saw him with a Byakugan, but decides not to tell them because she has trust in Naruto, and she knows that he trusts her with that. So she doesn't want to give away any information that Naruto wouldn't. So she decides to keep it a secret. We cut forward to the beginning of the Chunin exams, where Tsuki trained a little bit with Itachi and Fugaku, as well as Mikoto, on her spare time. Sasuke trained with Kakashi, of course, and learned the Chidori. And Naruto, well, Naruto's being Naruto and training with the Otsutsuki in his mindscape, as well as using somewhat more of Kurama's chakra. And he's mostly been doing endurance training since he's extremely powerful, but since he has so much chakra, he needs to learn to control it and not give it out in such masses that it will wear him out too quickly. So, Naruto does that, and now we see the beginning of the Chunin exams. Whilst walking into the first exam, the trio of Sharingans, as they're now called by Kakashi, Team 7, is walking very confidently as they're all very smart and skilled in fighting. They managed to answer some of the questions at least, and Naruto's able to answer all of the questions. And then when the last question comes, of course, none of them gave up. Because if you really think about it, it's Naruto. Anyways, then Anko jumps through the window and she announces the second part of the Chunin exams. And when all the Genin start running to the Forest of Death, Naruto just goes over to Tsuki and Sasuke, who were about to start running as well, but just grabs their shoulder, and when they blink and open their eyes again, they see themselves standing in front of the Forest of Death. Naruto, how did you do that? It's called a body flicker. Just don't worry about it. I can teach you later. Okay. Not even the sensei's here. She'll come soon. And about 5 seconds later, Anko appears. Wait, but I just saw you in there. How are you already here? No comment. No comment? You really are Minato's kid, huh? I guess you also have his speed. Anyways, we'll have to wait about half an hour till everybody else gets here, so make yourself comfortable. As Naruto sits down beside a tree and starts napping. Naruto, everybody's here now, Tsuki says. Oh, sure took a while. But really, Naruto wasn't napping. He was just talking to his second family and Kurama in his mindscape. which now he's actually able to see some more people, although their personalities aren't as obvious to see. And he can see their bodies, but he can't necessarily interact with them all the time. He really needs perfect concentration to interact with more than the 6 Otsutsuki, which is because Ishiki and the rest of them are bound by blood, which means that they have a connection through chakra, which means that because Ishiki is the one that cast the ritual, Naruto can by default talk to him and any blood relatives. So that's why he can talk to them and not really to others. So now, behind those 6, he sees about 5 more, but they have their eyes closed, can't hear, can't talk, can't think. They're just there. Anyways, when Naruto wakes up, he sees all the Genin there, and he sees Gaara staring at him. Crazy, he thinks. That kid's kind of crazy. It's fine, as long as he doesn't hurt anyone. Alright, now the second phase of the Chunin exams will begin, Anko says after explaining the rules. Alright, let's go. And again, Naruto puts his hands on Tsuki and Sasuke's shoulders and then teleport right into the middle of the forest where they see the tower. Alright, now we're gonna hide in this bush until somebody comes. Because we know for a fact that because they're coming to this tower, they have both scrolls, which then means that we have a guaranteed chance of getting the one we need. Naruto, that's genius. But how do we know we can defeat them and take their scroll? Oh, well, we'll see. As half an hour after waiting, they suddenly see 3 people there. Wait, that's the crazy sand guy. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. You know what? Let's skip these guys. We're gonna take the next ones. Really? Why? Naruto doesn't want to tell her that he's a Jinchuriki, just like he is. He has a certain Kekkei Genkai, which I don't want to mess with. I see. Alright then, well, we'll just wait till the next group arrives. And then I'm gonna say about half a day later, when Tsuki and Sasuke were already asleep, as it was late evening, a group of Genin arrive. Finally, we made it. Alright. Let's kick him out. Naruto quickly blitzes the 3 shinobi. The 3 Genin, rather. Takes both of their scrolls and sees which one he needs. Alright, you guys can keep this one. I just need this. What the? As the last Genin falls unconscious. Tsuki, I have the scroll. Wait, why, Naruto? But it's night. Yeah, I got the scroll. Let's go. You can sleep inside. Okay. Sasuke, you wake up too. As Naruto is now carrying Tsuki because she was still super tired. You know I can carry my own sister, right? Yeah, whatever. As Naruto carries Tsuki until they find a bench which she can sleep on. There, now rest. The next part of the Chunin exams will probably take place in a few days, so we still have a lot of time. And right, Naruto was, as we now skip to 3 days later, when the last contestants of the Chunin exams pass, and the Hokage Minato Namikaze announces that preliminary rounds must be held, as there are too many contestants. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, see ya. I know it wasn't that long, but I've been working a lot on my Discord server, so I'm very sorry, but see ya. In the last part, Naruto and the rest of Team 7, well, of course except for Kakashi, made it through the first 2 rounds of the Chunin exams. And so, now we cut to the moment when Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage, is announcing the beginning of the preliminary rounds due to the overwhelming number of contestants that made it through to the 3rd round. We will hold preliminary rounds, Minato says. Alright. First match is Sasuke Uchiha versus Kabuto. I don't know his last name. Please don't flame me. But as the fight is announced and Sasuke prepares himself to go down to the arena, Kabuto says, "I'm out of here," as he left. I guess that's an automatic win for Sasuke Uchiha, the proctor says. Alright, that was weird. Naruto thinks to himself, there's something foul about that guy. I'll have to investigate him later. Anyways, about in the middle of the matches, Tsuki Uchiha versus Tenten. Again, I don't know her last name. And of course, as we know her, Tsuki absolutely takes out Tenten because, really, what can Tenten do? And Tsuki, with her Sharingan, can predict any weapon attacks that Tenten throws at her, and finishes her off with a fireball jutsu. Then, in the last fight, as they notice that Naruto is one of the only two people that haven't been called yet. Naruto Uzumaki versus Kankuro. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know his last name either. Anyways, Naruto Uzumaki versus Kankuro, as they both enter the arena. I'm gonna take you out for punching me. Naruto smiles. We'll see about that. As when the proctor starts the match, Kankuro immediately starts running at him. But of course, Naruto, with Kuruma's sensing ability, can see right through it and see that it's only a puppet, and that the real Kankuro is on the back of the puppet, like as if it was in a backpack. Those cheap tricks won't work on me. as Naruto throws kunais, and Kankuro tries to dodge them, but doesn't realize that Naruto wasn't aiming at the puppet, he was aiming at the puppeteer. Wait, what? So Kankuro jumps out of his little, not cage, but he jumps out of his disguise, I'm gonna say. Wait, that wasn't the real Kankuro? How did he do that? Tamari says. You have nerve to do that. I told you, those tricks won't work on me. Now let's finish this fight, because I'm getting bored. You what? You... Skara thinks to himself, I'm gonna kill you. Go get him, Tsuki yells across the room. I sure will. As Naruto suddenly blitzes Kankuro in the middle of his jump, he activates his Byakugan and Sharingan, but quickly puts a Genjutsu on it, and meanwhile looks on the floor so nobody notices he activated his eyes. Not even people with a Sharingan. This allows Naruto to not only see Kankuro's chakra points and predict his next moves with his Sharingan, but also he can see behind him with almost a 360-degree angle of sight, and he's much faster with his brain, his understanding, and his sight. Anyways, I don't need to explain. Naruto just wins this fight. I think we all know that. Alright, now, you all have 1 month to prepare for the finals. 1 month? Alright then. I hope in the finals I'll get a real challenge, Naruto thinks to himself. Minato waves everybody goodbye, but he told Naruto before the fights, before the preliminary rounds, that he wants to see Naruto after the fights are over. Dad, you wanted to see me? Yes, Naruto. Remember how I said you have 1 month of training to prepare for the finals? Yeah. What about it? Well, there's a certain person I want you to train with. His name is Jiraiya, the Toad Sage, one of the legendary Sannin. The legendary Sannin? Yeah, he was my master. He was your sensei? Yep. And he is also the student of the third Hokage. Wow. So he must be really strong. Indeed he is. So, why him? Oh, never mind. Whatever. So where do I meet him? As Minato thinks of where Jiraiya probably is right now. I think we can all imagine it. You know what? You don't need to search him. I'll call him. Okay. Fine then. I'll just stay here until he comes. Fine. As about half an hour later, Jiraiya suddenly arrives, with a toad right beside him. Why is that frog beside you? That frog, huh? His name's Gamakichi. He's a toad of Mount Byaboku. Oh, what's that? Oh, you don't know? Mount Miyaboku is the place where the toads live. The toads are a powerful summoning, one of the 3 most powerful ones, actually. And there's also such a thing as Sage Mode, which allows you to enhance all of your fighting abilities and skills, and allows you to tap into a newfound power that the toad sages have been passing on for generations. Oh, so can I learn that? In time, my boy, in time.
In the last part, we saw Naruto do the preliminary rounds, and finally, in the end, we saw Naruto head off to training with Jiraiya, whom Minato called for Naruto to learn the Sage Mode and the Toad Summoning. How's this gonna affect the Chunin exams? Well, you're about to find out. We cut to exactly 1 month into the future after the preliminary rounds finished. Ladies and gentlemen, the first fight of the finals of the Chunin exams will now begin, the proctor says, as Sasuke and Gaara run at each other. Because this time, their fight is the first that takes place. Go get him, Sasuke, Suki yells. I sure will. Sasuke does his thing, but when Gaara turns into the Hashikaku, instead of the Konoha Crush invasion like we know it, that is not going to be happening. Because not only is Jiraiya there, but also Naruto suddenly goes onto the arena and seems to hug Gaara. But what nobody realizes is that Naruto is using a type of wood-style jutsu that absorbs chakra. And he's doing this because he knows of the Shukaku inside of Gaara, and so he's absorbing the evil chakra, you could say, to make Gaara a happier person and a more positive person. So then Gaara, when Naruto is done, gets knocked out and falls unconscious. Damn it, Orochimaru thinks to himself. Now I won't be able to... this boy. As Orochimaru this time had much more planning to execute the Konoha Crush, because not only is Minato still there, who at this point is much more powerful than Hiruzen, but also Jiraiya is there, which you could argue is almost an equivalent to Orochimaru. So Jiraiya plus Minato are gonna absolutely destroy Orochimaru if they fight on 2v1. However, now that the Shukaku isn't gonna be able to be used as a distraction, the whole plan will likely fail. Or will it? Anyways, we cut forward a few fights when we see... By the way, yes, Sasuke was proclaimed the winner of this fight. Anyways, we cut forward to a few fights when suddenly it's Tsuki versus Maru. They both enter the arena, and they both look happy to fight each other, as they know that they're good friends, and they're gonna have a good time, no matter who wins. Then, when Tsuki gets trapped in one of Shikamaru's shadow possession jutsus, he gives up. He knows that once Tsuki activates her Sharingan, he has absolutely no chance at winning. Because with her 3 Tomoe, there's no way he can compete with that. Yep, Tsuki has a 3 Tomoe. Anyways, then it's Naruto versus Temari. You. I'll kill you for what you did to my brother. I wish you a good match too. As Naruto smiles. You're making me really mad, you know that? Temari says. Yeah, I know. Wait, what? Anyways, let's get this fight over with. Alright. As around in the middle of the fight, when Naruto seems to be losing, he quickly activates both of his dojutsus, a Byakugan and a Sharingan. Wait, what? As Naruto puts a Genjutsu on his eyes. However, he does it so that Temari can see the true color of his eyes. Wait, but those are the jutsus of 2 different clans, the Hyuga and the Uchiha. But you're not an Uchiha, and you're not a Hyuga either. But then Naruto suddenly appears right in front of her and punches her in the gut. No, I'm not. It's a long story, but I'll have to tell you some other time. Are you gonna give up, or do I have to defeat you? Fine. As Temari raises her hand and gives up. So, all 3 members of Team 7 made it through to after the first round of the finals of the Chunin exams. Now that the first round of the finals are over, we're gonna do something a little bit different from usually. We're going to do a battle royale match. What? Winner becomes Chunin automatically. No questions asked, Minato says. Automatically? That sounds pretty good to me, Naruto says. Alright, let's do this, Sasuke says. As all the remaining fighters enter the arena. As Kankuro is now the only one of his siblings who's still in the fight, who hasn't been beaten yet. You 3. I'm gonna kill you for what you did with both of my siblings. I don't know. Will you, though? You'll see. 3, 2, 1, go! As the proctor starts the match. Naruto just stands there, not moving. Sasuke headed towards Kankuro, and Kankuro was heading towards Sasuke. Otsutsuki looked at Naruto and asked him what he was doing. Oh, well, I'm just waiting till some real opponents are here that are actually challenging to fight. Okay then. See you later. Otsutsuki heads off to fight as well. I'm gonna defeat you, Shino says. Shino? Okay then. Bring it on. Otsutsuki activates her Sharingan. However, Shino knew this would happen and releases a bunch of bugs. What do you think a bunch of bugs are gonna do? Otsutsuki can't seem to focus on Shino's chakra anymore because there's so many different chakra signature of all the insects around her. Ugh, you dirty player. Alright then, let's do this. As they both start fighting. Then, we focus back onto Naruto, as we see Neji approaching Naruto at a rapid pace. Neji, I can see you. What? As Neji suddenly stops. But how? Look into my eyes, Neji. Wait, but that's impossible. How do you have the Byakugan? Well, who knows? What? How dare you? Answer me. How about I don't? What, you think because you're the Hokage's son, you're so great? Huh? Is that it? No. There's a different reason, but if you want to think like that, sure. Go for it. I don't mind. I'll defeat you. Right now, right here. Alright, bring it on then. Too slow. As Naruto catches a punch which Neji threw right at Naruto's chakra point. What, but how did you know I was aiming for that chakra point? Well, I have the Byakugan. I can see it. What, but it's impossible to see one's own chakra points. Or is it? My Byakugan is very pure. It's better than yours, actually. How dare you? Mine is the best. I am the best. We'll see about that. It's Naruto, then, because before he had 2 Byakugans, but now he turns his eyes into 1 Sharingan in his right eye, and 1 Byakugan in his left. What, but the Sharingan as well? What kind of monster are you? As Neji could see Naruto's chakra points, but not the color of his chakra. It wasn't blue, it seemed to be silver, but sometimes orange. If you're wondering, the silver is from the Otsutsuki, and the orange is from Kurama. Let's get this over with, shall we? As Naruto, just like he did with Temari, quickly blitzes Neji and punches him in the gut. I give up. But Neji doesn't raise his hand. I got you now! As Naruto turned around, but Neji tried to hit a blow from behind. But Naruto quickly turns around again and catches Neji's fist once more. But how? Naruto loads up a punch and hits Neji so hard he lands back on the wall and is now unconscious. Hyuga Neji is out, the proctor says. Meanwhile, Sasuke, Kankuro, Tsuki, and Shino are still fighting. However, Tsuki and Shino's fight seems to be coming to an end. And Naruto just watches them. But then, he sees a scar. Not a scar, but a scratch on Tsuki. What is that? Naruto, can you stop standing there and maybe help me? What is that? It's a scratch. Well, can you actually please help me? I'm kind of in trouble. I know you're strong. Just please. Naruto, activating his two eyes, quickly knocks Shino out with a single punch. The proctor thinks to himself, what's up with Naruto? Shino Aburame, out. That's better, Naruto says. Naruto, that was amazing. But how did you do that? Don't worry. How are you feeling? Naruto, it's really just a scratch. Just relax. I'm not gonna let any person just put a scratch on you. Oh, Naruto. I'm gonna protect you. Is that clear? Yeah. Okay. Then protect me. Then you fight. I sure will. Naruto quickly blitzes all of the remaining people. As the first one he heads to is Kankuro. Naruto slows down a little bit because he's conserving his energy. Instead of speed, he's going for power to knock everyone out in one single punch. I'm not gonna say One Punch Man, alright? Just, no. He's not a One Punch Man. He's basically doing something similar to what Tsunade does. And he's using his chakra to have much more force in a single punch. However, that's draining his speed a little bit. So Kankuro is able to see Naruto come towards him. He tries to dodge and puts a puppet in between him and Naruto. But Naruto suddenly does a 90-degree turn and smacks Kankuro in his face. As Kankuro flies towards the wall. Now, the three remaining contestants are all on the same Genin team. You can either all leave now and nobody becomes a Chunin, or you might, but there's no guarantee. Or you choose and fight for that one person to become Chunin. It's up to you. And Sasuke says, I'm sorry, Naruto. I'm sorry, sis. But I'm gonna fight. You know I'm gonna do the same, right? Suki says. And you guys really think you can win, do you? Naruto, how dare you? You'll see. As everybody goes into one corner, forming a triangle. 3, 2, 1. Hajime! as the finals begin. Three-way fight of Team 7. That is going to decide who will become the Chunin. A guaranteed Chunin. As they all charge into the center of the triangle. Naruto and Sasuke's fist meet. And Sasuke feels his fist is feeling so numb. And when he jumps away, he realizes his hand is broken. Naruto, how did you do that? Well, I know that you can see my jutsus beforehand with your Sharingan, so I just try to go as fast as possible to hit you with taijutsu. But, you're insane. Thanks, I guess. But Sasuke isn't gonna give up that easily. Sasuke, you should give up. Give up? No. I'm not gonna give up, Tsuki. I'm gonna become Chunin. Wanna fight? Hell yeah, I do, Naruto. I'm gonna defeat you and show you who's the stronger one of us, too. Alright then. Let's see what you got. As they both head at each other. Tsuki lands a blow in Naruto's gut, but he doesn't seem to move. That almost tickled. Tsuki, I'm sorry to tell you, but if that's all you got, then you might want to drop out. Because, you know I'm not going to hurt you, but I don't want to hurt you. So I can't fight you. But I will stay in this ring until you leave. No matter what happens. Well, let's see how Sasuke does against you. Wait, what? As Sasuke suddenly appears right behind Naruto, punches him in the back. I really felt that. That was a nasty move, Sasuke. Punching me from the back, really? Where, are you guys teaming up on me now because you're siblings? That's just fair. You broke my hand. So now I have to fight with my left hand. Well, it's your fault. What do you mean it's... Naruto, whatever. We're siblings, so we're allowed to team up, right? As they look at the proctor. You're allowed to do whatever, I guess. I mean, we've never had this before, so there's no real rules to it. Okay. As Tsuki and Sasuke are now both heading for Naruto. However, once Naruto uses more of his chakra, he easily outspeeds them and has much more force in his punches. Guys, should we wrap this up now? This is getting a little boring. Boring, huh? Alright then. Let's show him what you got, Sasuke. Alright, Tsuki, let's go. As they both activate their three Tomoe Sharingan, and put all of their chakra into their next attack. Sasuke does a fireball jutsu, and then follows up with a Chidori. And Tsuki, she goes in to some taijutsu, and also throws some kunai. Naruto, there's no way you're gonna win. Fine then. As when the dust clears, you see Tsuki in Naruto's arms, unconscious, and Naruto standing there without a scratch. As for a brief moment, Naruto used some of Kurama's chakra to dodge all of the attacks and quickly and quietly, without doing her no harm, knocked out Tsuki and is now carrying her away from the fight. Sasuke, I'm gonna end this now. And just as Naruto says that, he wins the fight by knocking Sasuke out just like a sister. Namikaze Naruto is the winner, as Minato looks very happily at a son who's now a Chunin. No doubt about it, he's definitely Chunin. Maybe even more. I really need to ask him what happened there. I couldn't even see his movements. Minato is referring to the moment when all the attacks should have hit Naruto right head on, but for some reason, nothing happened to him. In the last part, we left off after the Chunin exams, where Naruto won. Of course, I mean, let's be honest, it's Naruto. So, after the first round of the finals, there was a battle royale match with all the remaining competitors fighting each other, when it was finally only Team 7, and they fought each other, and so Naruto took the W. No Orochimaru attack, because he would have definitely lost against Minato and Jiraiya, a deadly combo. Both with the Rasengan, you're gonna die. So, Orochimaru decided to retreat and come back a different time. Anyways, we cut back to Naruto, who's now walking back upstairs away from the arena with Tsuki in his arms. She's still unconscious, huh? Yeah, Sasuke. Can't you see that? Well, Naruto, of course I can see that, but you don't need to carry her. What do you mean I don't need to carry her? What, you're gonna let her just sleep on the arena? Well, no, but whatever. And we cut to when everyone is leaving the arena and everything's said and done, and Minato walks over to Naruto. Naruto, I'm extremely proud of you. I saw you fight, and your speed, it's amazing. Honestly, at one point, I think you were faster than me. Faster than you. That's nice. But how? How did you do that? What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, when Sasuke and Tsuki were both attacking you, when there was smoke up, your movements were so fast I couldn't see them. Must have been smoke. No, Naruto. I saw the attacks hit you, and suddenly you weren't scraped by them, and they were dispatched. How? Fine. You know Kurama? Wait, Kurama? Wait, that sounds... Wait, you mean the Ninetales? Yeah. Him. You know he has a name, right? His name's Kurama. Yeah, what about him? Well, you know how you sealed him inside of me? How do you know about that? Anyways, yeah? Well, I kinda used his chakra a little bit. You what? What do you mean you used his chakra? Naruto, that's extremely dangerous. Yeah, but him and I are best friends. Best friends? What do you mean? Well, don't you know what best friends are, Dad? Well, I know what best friends are, but you and the Nine Tails? It's a he, Minato. Dad. You know I can hear you. With Hokage. As Minato heard a deep and dark voice. Wait, is that him? That's him, alright. Kurama, next time introduce yourself normally. Alright, I don't want to have to introduce you. Cause that's weird for me. Sorry about that, Naruto. Wait, so like you're not joking? No, why would I? Naruto, you're really something. I guess I am. Naruto. Oh, hi Karui. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, you're always busy on those missions. I guess I am. You were great out there, Naruto. Thanks. And someday you will be too. Naruto, don't pat me on the head. You know I hate that. I know. But I'm still gonna do it anyways. As Naruto lays Otsutsuki on a bench. Wait, Naruto? Yeah. Hi. Wait, what happened? Remember? Our fight. I knocked you out. Oh, yeah. Wait, that wasn't a dream? No. I'm a Chunin now. I'm so happy for you, Naruto. Thanks. By the way, can we speak later? Okay. As we cut back to when a few people are all walking together to the Namikaze compound, the Namikaze house. Kakashi, Jiraiya, Naruto, the rest of Team 7, Kushina and Karui, the whole gang. Guys, I've invited you here today to celebrate not only Naruto becoming a Chunin, but the entirety of Team 7 progressing. Cheers. Cheers. As everyone starts drinking. Of course not the kids. Just saying, the kids are not drinking alcohol, alright? Anyways, as Kushina then asks Naruto the same thing that Minato asked. How were you that strong and fast? I mean, I couldn't see your movements. Oh boy, everyone's gonna ask me now, aren't there? Well, you delivered a show, alright. Thanks, I guess. Alright, well, the truth is, I have been talking to Kurama, the Nine Tails, as you know him. The Nine Tails? Kakashi says. You must be joking. No, he's not joking, Minato says with a frown. Okay, what about him? Well, I can use this chakra, but he's also trained me. He trained you? You want to tell me you've been trained by a tailed beast? Well, sure, but that's not a very nice way of saying it. He doesn't like to be called a tailed beast, you know? He has a name. Sorry. It's okay, girl. Wait, was that him? Yeah, that was him. This Kushina is shaking. Oh no. He'll escape from him just like he escaped from me. That's not gonna happen. Wait, how do you know? As I said, him and me are friends. And I have, how do I say this? An insurance. An insurance? What are you talking about? I don't know if I'm gonna get into that right now. Excuse me? Yes, you will, Kushina said. You know, you can be as strong as you want as a ninja, but there's no way getting around your mom, you know, Minato says. Even I'm scared of her. Shut up, Minato. Okay. Now, will you tell us? Naruto? Fine. But will you believe me? Well, it depends on what you say. Well, would you believe me if I said there were a bunch of aliens living inside of me? The ones that made chakra on this planet? No. Alright, well then you don't believe me. Wait, you're joking, right? No. You know the Sage's Six Paths? Well, of course, but what are you getting at? Well, he was half alien, basically. They're called Otsutsuki. Otsutsuki? Okay. What about them? Well, I'm basically his reincarnation. You're what? Yeah, and his mother, and, well, brother, and half-father, I guess. Or stepfather, whatever you want to call it. And his two sons. Yeah, it's a little complicated. No one said a word. Guys, are you okay? Naruto? Yatsuki? Are you being serious? Yeah, should I not be? I thought that I'm supposed to be serious. Well, yeah, but... As she collapsed once more. You know, this is getting really annoying, Sasuke said. What do you mean? Tsuki keeps falling unconscious and you have to carry her somewhere. That's just what I'd do then. I mean, if you want to carry her, go for it. No, that's not what I meant. Alright then. What did you mean? Well, a normal friend wouldn't carry the other to a bench. What are you getting at? As Kakashi and Jiraiya just nod with their perverted minds. Naruto, is there going on something with... What? Ask her yourself. Fine, I will. And if you've been hiding that from me, then I'm going to be really mad at you. Whatever you say. Okay, that's good and all, and I'm curious as well, but can we get back to the Sage's Six Paths thing? Because I think I didn't get over that. Of course you didn't, Dad. What do you need? Well, can you say that again? Did you really mean the Sage's Six Paths? Yes. You know what? Here, as Naruto puts his hand onto Minato's chest, as suddenly, Minato and Naruto both find themselves in a sewer-like place. Of course, we know this as Naruto's mindscape. As in front of him, Minato sees a gigantic cage, and behind it is, well, it's an open cage, but behind it is Kurama. Wait, the Ninetales? Dad, turn around. Wait, well, but Naruto, there's the Ninetales, and why is the cage open? Just turn around, please. We have bigger fish to fry. Okay. As behind him, Minato sees 6 pale white people. Guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, see ya. Make sure to join the Discord server once it's up.
Sorry guys, but this is where the series ends. I hope you still enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!